Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the 5th episode of the Lightsoutco pod. I am back here today with Matt, and we have two special guests with us. So, Ian, he's been on the first pod, but Sobhi,
what's up, everyone?
first appearance on the podcast, back from where he's living at in South Carolina now. So, Sobhi, welcome to the podcast.
I'm happy to be
welcome
here.
To it. So, let's get to it.
All right,
cut to the chase.
Yeah. So, I mean, basically what we're going to talk about today is just going through some changes. Obviously, we know Sobhi's going through the most changes right now. And tell us about since April 1st when you moved down to South Carolina. Tell us about that transition.
It's a big one, you know. It's a lot of... It takes a lot of mental strength to do it, especially leaving everyone. You know,
going to a whole new place, you don't know anyone.
Having plans every day, like with everyone. Like I can do whatever I want. So
moving down to a place where you know absolutely
nothing.
No one.
Not even the
One
culture.
person,
Not even knowing the culture.
Don't even know the fucking the street names next to you.
Yeah, it's insane. But you adapt quick. That's like one good thing about us. Like you're able to adapt no matter what. If it wasn't for my girlfriend, I wouldn't be here. Like it's tough. It's like tough, but you get going.
Yeah.
Working helps, you know. I work a lot.
Keeping yourself busy.
It gives you something to do.
And then
how's your work life changed since like being up here and then being down there?
So it's a huge change. I went from being a pharmacy technician to going into pest control, working in controlled environment to not knowing what you're gonna see like every day. Different stuff, different bugs, different people.
And that's South Carolina. That's what I'm thinking about. Like,
Just
I know you've had some crazy experiences.
Oh yeah,
so far.
100%.
Yeah.
You know, like even like racial experiences I've never experienced up here. Like,
Really?
Yeah.
I want Americans working for me. I was like, whoa.
Wow.
Oh,
that's
culture
insane.
is totally different down south, up north.
I think the biggest
Totally
change
different.
is like having a bathroom. Because I always could shit whenever I want in the pharmacy. Were you on that road?
Yeah.
You gotta
You're in the truck.
My man's on 20 miles of open road and he's just
Clenching
clenching cheeks.
Yeah,
He's just like,
Bro, it's when you're lifting off the seat, gripping the steering wheel, like, oh,
I know that truck
start
smelled
rocking
bad.
back and forth. You're like,
I know that truck smelled
I'm
bad.
not gonna make it.
I actually got kicked out of Lowe's because I'd never buy anything, and I'd just been in there 2 weeks straight,
This
just
is your
shitting in their family
This is your
bathroom.
third time here.
You're like, oh, this
Well,
guy's back.
On the first visit, you were like, this is a nice spot. And
Yeah.
you were like, I gotta come back here.
Okay, this is the best bathroom I've ever seen. It's like a family bathroom, air conditioned, like to the max, cold.
It's like a
There you
good
go.
30 minutes in there, you were
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
They have wipies in the wall.
Ooh.
Like the wet wipes?
The wet wipes.
Oh.
They taking care of you
bless
guys
you,
down
man.
there, huh?
Thank you.
Yeah, well, like, South Carolina, don't hate me for this, but everyone's fucking fat down there. Like, they're,
Yeah, it is an
It's like
obese
Charles
capital of
Barkley.
the world.
There's some big
They
women.
do say that.
I'm skinny down
San
there.
Antonio.
Some
San Antonio.
them big women down the
Big
city.
old woman.
I'm skinny
Shut up,
down
shut up.
there. Like, people think I'm
Dude.
skinny.
I mean,
I'm
you're
thick
not
up
fat.
here. I'm thick up here, you know,
Right,
like on the
right.
heavier side, but down there, like,
Alright.
Goddamn, boy, what kind of diet you on?
Is it all like, what's the food like down there? Because you gotta assume like,
So, you know, it's funny that you say that because, like, up here, everything's expensive up here. Like, now that I realized it, Chick-fil-A, my meal up here in Chick-fil-A is $19. My meal down there is $11.
Wow.
$19 you can get from Chick-fil-A.
I get 2 chicken sandwiches and then chicken tenders.
Okay, that's it.
grub.
I want to say, I think a sandwich is $5 bucks, right?
Mm-hmm. Everything's larger, too. Like, if you go 7-Eleven,
Really?
the cups are noticeably larger. Like, when you get from the
Should
Bro, they got
We
like the
should bring
super
one down.
size shit.
Bring one down large.
The super gulp cups.
So-
yeah, it's crazy.
I know that one restaurant I want to try down in South Carolina is Bojangles.
Fire.
Like,
Fire.
better than Cane's and all that. Like,
Cane's ass.
damn.
Right,
See, I
right.
love Cane's, so that's why it's fucking crazy.
Raising Canes.
It's
Wow.
raisin mid.
Right, right.
Damn.
You know what I'm talking about?
Raisin lames.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I
Bunch
don't
of
mind
lame.
thinking something like
Bunch of
that.
goofy ass.
Never gonna get that sponsorship now.
Oh no, we lost one.
We're not worried about that.
What are the ones that they have that are nice? That obviously we don't have up here.
It's not like many chains. Like Church's Chicken is good. Like it's a lot of Church's Chicken. It's a
Oh.
fried chicken place, but
They down south.
other than that, like it's all the same shit, but it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Oh, the cost of living is totally different too.
Yeah, but where I'm at, it's more touristy. Charleston's very a touristy area, so it's still like kind
A
of
little more pricey.
yeah.
Any
For
like
down south end.
family restaurant, like soul food that you've tried?
Yeah,
stuff like
there's
that?
like a couple places, and my favorite spot is Swig and Swine. It's a barbecue place.
Mm.
If you like smoked food,
And they do it right down there.
yeah.
I've been down there like once, and I was crossing through on a drive home, and I went to a soul food place. It was one of the
Awesome.
best food I've ever had. So like I know that South Carolina,
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah. Well, just
they
in
have
down
some
south in general too. Their
Yeah.
cooking's totally different.
Yeah, all those
Get the
states.
cornbread and the baked beans.
Cornbread.
Shade,
And that's why
bro.
everyone has sweaty titties down there, bro. Everyone has the same sweat stains. It's like right there. Like girls, guys, you don't know.
It is hot down there, so
Yeah.
They can't
Right,
do nothing
you-
about it.
ain't no
they
hiding
gotta
it.
they gotta put some tissues in there.
Right, right.
I do gotta say, people are friendly down there. They will.
The
they're-
southern hospitality.
Yeah, a little too friendly. It's kind of weird. Like I'm used to like being an asshole to everyone. Like if I don't know you, like I'm just not.
Like you're just
gonna-
walking
Asshole
on the street and
mentality,
you're just
man.
like tunnel vision.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and everyone's like, "How you doing? How are you?"
Right.
Like I don't want to talk to
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
bro. I had
Good morning, but
I had this one guy just like talk to me for an hour at one of my stops, and I was like, "Wow." I really want to leave.
Yeah.
Like
It's the conversation you wanted to have.
I'm like socially awkward sometimes, so like after the conversation ends, like I don't know if to walk away, stare at him.
Right, right.
So it's just
I'll be walking away from conversations. I feel like.
yeah, like just
all the
slowly
time.
walking away, like during the conversation.
like
yeah,
backpedaling away.
Yeah.
I'm like that on the phone. That's
They
my
start walking
biggest
with
thing.
you.
Once I say bye on the phone,
That's it.
I click. Like you could be saying, ask him like you could be saying something, I'd be like, all right, click.
Yeah.
I don't know how to end a phone call properly. Like, do you both go silent or?
Yeah, you just someone got to hang up. It's
Yeah.
like bye.
I feel like the second
All right.
bye, then you're like,
Yeah.
All right, bye.
Right.
See you later. All right,
No.
bye. You say
It's like
I
back in
hang
elementary
up now,
school.
no,
'cause,
Like,
like,
you hang up.
Yeah.
Right. But-
that's how
I stopped that
movies,
before.
Yeah.
Before that, all that awkwardness, I'd be like, all right, bye, click.
So obviously there was the cultural kind of
Yeah.
change that you had to go through.
Mhm.
What like kind of helped you adjust to it? Like how did you adjust to it? Was it easy?
At first, it's awkward. Like it's
Right,
awkward.
right.
I've never had people be that nice to me or talk to me,
Right.
and then
Because you're so conditioned up here,
Yeah.
right? Like as we're
Used to
saying,
it.
you
And then
just yeah.
anyone who's worked in customer service adapts. So you just start picking up their like
lingo and maybe not lingo, but just
mhm,
how they act.
how they talk, how
Yeah,
they
The
yeah.
mannerisms and
Mhm.
Yeah.
and I even started like catching myself like using Southern twang when I talk to the customers,
Mhm.
to make them feel like I'm
More
a
comfortable.
local
Right.
and like I'm not some guy from New England. But
Right.
you'd be surprised. There's like millions of people. It feels like millions of people are from New England down there,
I was-
or Ohio. That's like the
Ohio?
Ohio's
The
a big
big-
one, huh?
a big two spots down there. It's you see.
Oh,
That's so random.
That is
Yeah.
random.
I was gonna say, you know how like Sandy talks in SpongeBob?
Yeah.
They be using phrases like that or
No, it's not like that. It's more just
She's
like
so from Dallas.
Yeah.
it,
That's
Yeah.
Texas.
Yeah,
yeah. It's like it's just they have a little bit of the Southern twang. That's it. It's nothing like.
They say y'all.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
They say-
you've been saying y'all a lot.
Yeah, I say y'all.
I say y'all up
and they
here.
say finna. Finna is like
Finna?
a huge one down there.
They probably
I feel
say
like
it
it-
mad fast and stuff. Yeah.
Mhm.
I say
Finna.
finna, yeah.
Finna.
Can they catch on that you're from up north?
Oh,
I was
right
gonna say
away.
probably right away.
As soon as-
Where are you from, sweetheart? I'm from.
And I'm like, oh, I can't get back there. It's wicked bad. And they're like, what?
Yeah.
They don't use the
It's
word
bad, Right.
Wicked.
wicked.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
That's
Boston.
a Boston thing for sure. No one uses that. They hear that and they're like, what? Yeah.
You a Yankee? What?
A Yankee.
A Yankee.
Oh, a Yankee.
Like,
Yankee Doodle.
And
I
I
mean,
noticed
that's a song.
they don't drink water down there. Like
Ew.
It's soda?
it's like they offer you pop.
Yeah,
Pop
Pop.
have some pop.
I'm like, what?
and sweet tea probably now.
Is it
Sweet
different? They have like Dr. Pibb and like though like
Is
it's
that
different
off-brand
kind of
though?
Mr. Pibb.
Extra-
Mr. Pibb. That's
Is
what
that
it is. Dr. Pepper is what we have up here, but Mr. Pibb is what they have.
Oh, they don't have Dr Pepper.
Yeah, they
down
have
there?
Dr Pepper everywhere.
Isn't
but
isn't Fib like an off-brand?
no?
Is
Pibb.
it an actual
It's
thing?
Pibb.
Pibb.
P-I-B-B.
Fib. I don't really know.
They have Moxie down. They have Moxie up here too, but they used to only have Moxie and stuff
I
down there.
never see Moxie.
And then
Isn't that Coca-Cola basically?
Yeah. There's another drink that they would have, like a cherry Coke down there,
Mm.
that I don't really know if they have up here as well. Because I remember my sister went to school in North Carolina. She went to High Point. So when my parents visited, they would always bring up shit that they could only get in North Carolina. So
Yeah, and like I don't stay in South Carolina like a lot. I go to Florida a lot. I love Florida.
That's that kind of, it's like that close proximity
What,
wise.
5 hours?
It's 5 hours to Orlando, 3 hours to Jacksonville.
So that's close.
That's kind of
That's-
still of a hike, you know?
Yeah,
Three
but
hours in
it-
Jacksonville, that's not bad. From South Carolina.
Mhm.
I was gonna say if we live 3 hours away
Georgia
from Florida,
seems like
we'd be
it's
down the
bigger.
road, you know what I mean?
Why does Georgia seem like it's like a longer state?
It's pretty. It's
Probably.
not that big. It's just. I think it's wider.
Wide.
It's
Yeah.
very wide.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
You got a lot of cities in
hmm
Georgia. You got Atlanta. It's one of the
Georgia's
biggest.
very culturally diverse.
What is
Georgia.
Georgia. There's,
Georgia.
I drove through Georgia. Like you drive through Georgia to get to Florida, and I've taken like I went to their casino. I went to pick peaches in Georgia,
Mhm.
which is an
Oh,
experience
nice,
you guys
yeah.
should all should do that. It's amazing.
That's like all the
Shout out
orchards
to
they have
J-Beams.
down there. It's like
Mhm.
that's
The
what's
peach
it called, the
state.
peach state. Yeah. And the
that's-
orange,
so,
Sunshine State.
It's Florida.
I don't know if you guys ever heard of sundown states.
No.
Like sundown towns. Like you shouldn't be there if you're a certain
After
color.
a certain
Oh,
yeah. I've
yes,
heard of
okay.
them. Obviously up here. It's
So they
lot
have a lot
different.
of those in Georgia. So it's like diverse, but it's like
At the same time, it's still
yeah, like
It's
still
got-
south.
you go
Yeah.
through some places. You're like, oh, I don't want to run out of gas here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like
know Atlanta's crazy, so
I think it's crazy you've gone through some like racially stuff too, like
it quickly, like
because you're not like I mean you're
yeah.
not dark, but
It's funny because like when I first went down there, I was lighter, obviously.
yeah. And
They're
then
all
that
nice
sun
to me.
hits.
They're all nice to me.
Yeah. Get a little
3
bit
months-
of tint to you.
3
and
months
it's-
later, that's when I come back. I start doing the ones I already did. They're
Oh.
acting weird now. They're like, no, they're popping their head out. They're not coming out to say hi. So you
Right.
see some discrimination already just from
yeah.
a tan color skin. I can only imagine like
Right.
Mhm.
Someone
you know,
that's
people of color, you know.
Right. Jeez.
That's wild to think about.
But
it
that's
happens.
only some areas. But like, it's Charleston in a whole is so progressive. Like they had a pride parade.
Wow.
You go downtown, it's like pride. You wouldn't think it, but
just like one area.
it's just, you
Yeah.
get these like spotty areas where it's just like
Mm.
Yeah.
Still stuck.
yeah, like
No.
well,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
don't want to be there.
Yeah.
So,
Or you just don't feel like welcomed.
right.
In a way.
Yeah.
So we all know like the change is hard and it's
Mhm.
uncomfortable, but obviously you found kind of
Yeah.
a way to work around it and
You kind of just
come out
you
on the other end.
You
And,
just gotta stay strong. You know, that's why I tell everyone. You know, it's not easy. You just gotta stay strong. Find people who support you,
yeah.
and that's it. Support them back. Just, that's all you gotta do.
Kind of nice for you and to have that support group back home as well,
Yeah,
because
well-
you have so many people up here who are rooting for you and stuff like that.
Exactly, you know.
But at the same time you're kind of starting your whole life down there as well, so
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
two different worlds.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's
And
like
it feels like I'm on vacation still. No, even though I'm working, it feels like
Wait, you
once I'm out of work, I feel like I'm on
so you haven't even
Yeah.
like adjusted to like
Some
this is
freedom.
home now.
yeah, like my
Yeah.
apartment feels homey, but
Yeah.
like
once you're out,
once I'm out, like I don't feel comfortable.
it's
Like I'm,
90s out. It's
yeah.
always sunny. This and that. And you're like, damn, this is nice.
I'm sure you're always looking up like places on your phone,
Yeah.
like where to go.
and it's tough to play like try to play sports on there. Follow a couple groups, but it's just like it's like up here. I know so many people up here. I
Mhm.
can play basketball. I at least know someone running
Mhm.
them. You go to a basketball court
You
down
don't
there.
know
You don't
anyone.
know anyone.
Yeah.
You're sitting on. They don't respect your nexus. And
Right,
like,
right.
They're like, "Fuck you. You're just a random."
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. So
You
know,
fuck
squad.
you, I got next.
Yeah.
We'll go down there and squat up.
Mhm.
Be like,
You
you
run
got a
up.
squad now. You got a squad.
We got
You gotta bring
What's
Nate's
up?
ass down.
Yeah.
yeah,
You know how he is.
you bully him
I
down.
want to see
there.
him in the heat.
It's just, yeah.
Oh my god. You know him in the Massachusetts heat.
Ugh. Slip and slide, human slip and slide.
Motherfucker be yelling, I put his shirt back on.
Chris,
Yeah.
I know you're starting to go through some kind of uncomfortable yet comfortable changes. I know the process was kind of like
Just hitting puberty.
uncomfortable.
Well, yeah, dude. A couple days ago, it actually finally hit. No, but oh shit, my bad.
Damn.
Fuck.
Basically, I know I just put in my 2 weeks at my job that I've been at for a few years on and off. But it feels good to finally like let go.
You've been wanting to go for a long time too.
Yeah, people that know me know I wasn't a fan of that job.
Yeah.
Like I'm just going through that with like trying to make the money. It was
Mhm.
good money.
Yeah,
I
it was
I
good
left-
money, but what was like the main reason? Like what?
Oh, the mental like just stress that you have to deal with. Like no one should have to deal with people that don't understand simple. Like that's any customer service job.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
get me wrong, but I just felt like it was to a point where I couldn't even focus on what I wanted to do outside of work because I was
Yeah.
like
Still focused.
something
consumed by
was
it.
gonna hit me like a text or like
Mhm.
an issue. As soon as I get in, 100 issues to deal with, and I already had a list of things to deal with
and it's
before
like,
that.
wow.
It's like, dude, no one wants to live their life like that. So I took a better job, less money, but better for my happiness. So I think that's a better trade-off in my opinion because I want to make money in other ways.
Mhm.
Obviously, I want to start progressing with Lights Out and make more,
You don't be
content,
so
make
locked
more.
in on one
Yeah,
thing.
like I want to try to keep a schedule where it balances life and work. And my last job didn't really do that. So
Mhm.
I'm glad to finally get out of there. I think it happened at the right time, but more importantly, it happened with the right people around. A lot of people are supporting me.
Yeah.
My parents, for example, really didn't like. They're like, "Oh, like, make sure you leave and have a job." Like they knew I wanted to leave, but
Yeah.
they're like, "Make sure you have a job and you leave with like."
You want to be secured. You
Yeah.
don't want to leave and not be
So,
kind of a.
I had to make sure I was secure.
Mhm.
And,
Of
they're
course, you
supportive
should
now
do
for
anyway.
sure.
Always have a fallback.
A lot of people aren't supportive, and I know a lot of people that don't have supportive parents. So like,
Right.
very grateful for mine.
Mhm.
But at the same time, I'm excited for this new journey. Like, I won't disclose my new job, but it's in the field of cannabis products. So I'm excited to be in that field because I'm an avid smoker, and I've had my medical card for a few years, so I know what it entails, and I know the positives about it, the negatives about it, and I'm excited to be back in that field. That's the field I was in before. So
I think overall, sorry to cut you off. It's just you chose your mental state, your mental
over money,
solidarity over
and
like the money in this job was amazing.
and Monday through Friday weekends off. Like people would love for that job, like
Right,
they kill for that job. But for me, I was like, no.
It got
like,
to the point where you were just so uncomfortable with it. Like you knew, like, all right, if I don't do something about it now, like it's ultimately going to take a toll on me.
Which
So-
it probably already was.
I made a video at the beginning of June. It was like June 2nd. It was like the first day of the NBA Finals. It was like I was sitting in here before I went to Mike's house, and I go on camera. I'm like, if I'm still at my job by mid-July, we're gonna have some serious issues,
Mhm.
and
There you go.
I'm
Before
out by
mid-July,
mid-July, pretty much.
manifested
Yeah.
it.
So
yeah.
that's what you got to do sometimes. You got to
Yeah.
speak things in existence, take
Mhm.
chances, and I'm glad that I did.
So like when I quit my job, I don't know. I'm asking you. Did you feel like any loyalty? Like, did you feel like? Because when I quit my job, I left on bad terms, but I feel like I owed them still because they did a lot for me, even though it was still like a bad experience.
So I get that feeling. I feel like a little bit of both. As you guys know, I worked with a lot of my friends.
Mhm.
And I hate saying this, but I feel like though if I didn't work with my friends, maybe I would have had a better experience because
It's
it was
'cause you're-
very hard to be a boss.
I was
to
going
your
to say you're
friends.
the boss, and
Um,
you're the one making all the, not decisions, but you're the one, oh, you do this.
Laying
Yeah.
down the hammer.
Yeah, like,
you're
I'll
looking
say,
at one
like-
of your boys,
like,
like,
Mhm.
I
go
love-
go do this. It's
Yeah.
like
I love Leak.
Yeah.
Like,
You're
I love
talking
Leak to
on-
death, but
yeah.
me and him would go through like Mondays and Tuesdays. We both didn't want to be there. We're best friends. We're gonna talk to each other all the time at work. Not speaking to each other because we had that boss and employee relationship
Yeah,
at
yeah,
work.
yeah.
Like we would try to like talk about things, but
Obviously, yeah.
it's not the same. Like
Mhm.
we both want to be out of there, balling up, playing fucking 2K together, doing all this
Whatever,
shit. But
Instead you're there.
it's tough. Honestly, I thought it would be easier to be a boss of like your friends and your
You
peers.
think they'd
but
listen to you and this and that.
no,
but, yeah.
it's more so like you would rather have people that are just there for the job.
So your loyalty wasn't to the job itself or
It
company.
It was
itself,
more
it was
so
to
my
the
friends.
people.
Yeah, the people that I worked with. Like I feel bad leaving
Mhm.
them, like the new people that I just like hired and stuff, because
Mhm.
I actually really like them. Like
Yeah.
they're cool people,
Well, that's how it is.
but that's how it
That's,
has to be.
that's the, not the turnover, but that's how it goes through the process, the whole
Usually.
cycle.
And I feel like
Absolutely.
that's what people sink into is they're comfortable. You
Right.
know? It's a paycheck.
Yeah.
I know what I'm gonna get paid. I know how I'm gonna get paid.
Yeah.
I know what I have to do. That's like when I left, I was like, how am I gonna get paid? What am I gonna do? I
Right.
don't know nothing about
That
this.
fresh start feeling is one of the most
Mhm.
intimidating things that
New environment, new everything.
right, even as you're growing, like, we're all in our early 20s, mid 20s, like going to that next stage is always so kind of, it's like undescribable, like how it's going to be for you
Mm-hmm.
going to a
Unknown.
different job.
Yeah.
Right, so you're so set in this one routine that you've been used to for,
Mhm.
let's say you and I, 4 years now. You
Yeah.
know, we've been there for 4 years. And, when I went to my new job, there was so much uncertainty. Like, it's just a whole new learning curve. But,
Am I gonna like it?
right,
Yeah.
it's like you fall in love with the people you work with. Hopefully, if it's a good work environment, and you're going to this whole new thing where you have to meet new coworkers, you gotta learn.
whole new system, whole
Right,
new,
the
yeah,
system,
everything, yeah.
yeah,
New people.
so- As like intimidating as it is, ultimately, Chris, in your situation, you made the best decision
Mhm.
for your mental state, which I feel people get so sucked into, like Sobhi said, like owing these people, this corporate company or this company, owing them your valuable time and your valuable state of being. When at the end of the day, you got to look out for yourself.
You're nothing
right,
to them, really.
right. You're so disposable.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
You're just a number.
Right.
you have to put a 2 weeks
Your
in,
work
but they can
ethic-
fire you like that.
Right, your work ethic is like your work ethic follows you everywhere. It doesn't matter what job it is. If you have a good work ethic, you're gonna do that job wherever you go, and that's something that you carry with you, not because of the job.
Right.
It's because
Who
you
you
truly care about making your money, making it the right way. Sure, there might be a job where you see people slack off, and you're like, oh, I can slack off a little bit, but like at the end of the day, you know what you should be doing to do the job the right way. And I think that's important. And I, with my job, I wasn't doing that. Like I wasn't giving it my all. I wasn't caring about things I was once caring about. So that's why I was like, someone would gladly do this and do it 110%, and that's not going to be me. So
Right.
I'm glad that it worked out the way it did for sure.
So
Yeah.
that's good, man. Just getting out of that.
Exactly. Breaking that habit. It's that habit. I tell everyone.
Being comfortable.
Take the step. Just leave. Like, just do what's right for your
You
health.
got your whole life to work, so might as well go through some trial phases until you find out, what you are passionate about. Like you stated, this is something that we're passionate about. While it's just a hobby as of right now, you wanted to have something where you could still make money. Might not be as much, but you're more at peace with yourself.
Yeah.
And you can still focus on
You have more,
this.
more time and
Grow
more
something.
energy to.
And when you go home at the end of the day, you're not bringing work with you.
That's the best
which
part.
you really should never really have to do.
Right. Right.
Obviously,
In
some jobs you
relationships
do,
and your own personal life, you should leave work at work. You should not have to go home and wonder, am I gonna get?
Is things going the right
Something.
way? Yeah, are things going the right way? That was constantly my feeling.
Because that's gonna take a toll on your mental state.
Or like you
Hell
said too,
yeah.
go in the morning and already get hit with
A whole bunch of
fucking-
shit. Yeah, just
I just
all this shit
walked
to
in the
do.
door.
That
Yeah.
anticipation, it hasn't even happened yet, but you're anticipating it, and that just already kind of sets the tone for your day.
Yeah.
So,
Makes you
Makes
uncomfortable.
you not want to
As
go
soon
in.
as you get in that car, you're thinking about work. It shouldn't be like that. You should.
Right.
just-
And I think, not to
No,
cut you
you're
off,
good,
but
you're good.
I think my work was so close to my house, I would go home in the middle of the day a lot of times just to like take my break or do whatever, and I would be sitting in this room and I'd be like, bro, I do not want to go back. Like, why even come home?
Right.
Like
Yeah.
this was torturous for myself. Like
Yeah.
I still have to go back to work, so I think like that in itself being so close, it's like you want to take a job where okay, you go to the job, punch in 8 hours, punch out, home. All right, we're good for the day. Let's
Right.
go back tomorrow and let's get the day done. That's all it should be. That's what a job is,
Mm-hmm.
unless you want to make it your lifestyle with
Yeah.
something like this.
Mm-hmm.
very proud of you.
Thanks
for making the
appreciate
move,
that.
man.
Yeah,
So-
appreciate that. Thank you.
Finally.
You just can't feel like you're behind though. Like that was my biggest fear. Every time I left the job, I was like, where I'm at my age, I feel like I'm behind. I see other people way ahead of me,
Yeah.
doing bigger, better things, living by them, like living on their own.
Yeah.
Already have 2 cars, and that's
Right.
that's something I had to break myself out. Stop comparing myself to other people,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and you grow at your own rate.
Yep.
And it's not wrong. It's not right. It's just whatever. There's no wrong or right with that. It's how you grow up. It's how you advance in life, and that's one of like I broke myself out of it because I was like, oh man, like I'm still living with my dad. And,
Yeah.
like, I still have my first car.
Right. Right.
I don't know. I don't have good credit, and then you just gotta change it yourself. Like
Yeah.
you just gotta
Don't
hold
make it.
yourself accountable,
Right.
and just don't beat yourself up.
Stay consistent.
So don't compare yourself.
You see people like that. I mean, obviously this is a quick example, but people that have made it to like the NBA, NFL, and they're like, "Oh, I came from absolutely nothing." It's like, damn, like I say I struggle, but like, dude, my struggles are like nothing
Yeah,
compared
yeah.
to these people. Like,
Mhm.
you take whatever circumstance you're hit with, and you just got to overcome it, and that just shows character. It shows how strong you are as a person. And obviously, it's about growing and learning that about yourself for sure. Yeah,
Nice.
nice.
What do we got? I know we don't have much in the realm of sports this week. Really,
Yeah,
but
I mean, not much has really been happening.
Summer league.
For NBA. I'm sure we'll touch on like NFL like free agency and NBA free agency as it goes on.
Yeah.
But it's been a slow week in the sports world.
I mean, NFL's almost starting next month.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be
Preseason
fun
and all
to
that, training
talk
camp.
about and
I've
get
always
on
wanted to
some
go to the
prediction.
Patriots.
Like the training camp.
Yeah.
It's free.
It's
You
free,
can just show up
but it's
there.
like during the week, and it's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I gotta work
and
too.
and shit. Yeah.
And then obviously if it's on the weekend, it's going to be packed.
Yeah.
Parking.
Our friend,
Yeah.
Brendan works with the Patriots. He says that we should go there.
Like
Shout
with
out
the
to
Patriots
Brendan.
or like Gillette?
With Gillette, yeah.
Okay.
But he goes to all the craft events. He's
Mhm.
trying to get a job with craft and stuff. So
Oh, yeah, nice.
yeah.
We have some interesting Worcester news for the.
Oh,
For
the
sports.
Woosox. So you guys were at the game when
Oh, yeah.
Chris Sale Day.
Wednesday, yeah, Chris Hill pitched. Oh, it was packed.
They called it that.
Really?
Chris Hill Day?
Bro, yeah, they
It was,
called
it was packed. Everyone was
Sale
there.
Day or something.
Is that
yeah.
his like first day? Like
I don't know. No, he pitched. I think he pitched for them before last year, maybe. He's
Yeah.
doing he's like rehabbing.
And yeah, I know he got sent
So-
down because of his injury.
I went. I didn't even know he was pitching that day until like on the way or whatever.
Like, oh shit, is that him on the
I
mound?
was like, yeah, he's pitching. I was like, oh, okay. We get there and it's packed. Like they oversold for the crowd.
Yeah,
Like there's people.
There's not seats
there's
for
like
people.
rows of people standing and stuff. Like, oh, damn.
yeah.
It's busy. I've been to games before and it's not that busy.
Right.
And he was, he's throwing 90s and stuff like that. You don't see that in minor league. They throw like 92, this and that. He's throwing 96, 97, easy. He had a couple walks. He's not doing too good. Bases loaded. The whole crowd standing. Hey, yo, let's go Chris Hill. And full count, walked him.
Walked someone with the bases
loaded, so they scored.
Run scores. Yeah,
Gets
obviously.
pulled.
This is only in the
Thanks.
third inning.
Third or fourth inning, something like that.
I didn't know
Gotcha.
about baseball. So
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's all
I
good.
appreciate you.
So he gets, walks someone. They score. He gets pulled right after. Everyone's like, oh, okay, Chris Hill's done. Afterwards, you go on social media, on
I saw
Twitter.
that video, bro.
This man was tearing up the locker room. He was so pissed.
Right, he was in the hallway, kind of
right,
back to
right outside the dugout, kind of.
back to the clubhouse or whatever. And
Yeah, so like
it was like a TV monitor. Up
TV
top.
monitor. There was like maybe
I'm gonna show
a
the video
shelf
on the
or
side while
something.
this is going.
yeah. So someone obviously heard what was going on because they have the the stands.
shit, bro.
It's all
The
blocked
phone.
off with the fence.
Right.
Right, what the hell's going on? So they put their phone. They had it like facing down underwards. You can see throwing, kicking shit, this and
And then I
that.
see him walking back. I thought he was gonna like toss the phone, but
Yeah,
the
right,
video
grab the
cut.
phone.
The video cut right
Yeah.
there. So yeah,
Yeah, imagine when he would done to the phone.
Yeah.
fucking smash
Stomping
that
out with
shit.
his cleats.
Honestly, everybody's always said he has anger issues.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
I know absolutely nothing about baseball. I hate baseball. It's probably my least favorite
Yeah.
sport. But people have said that he's always kind of been like
Yeah,
a
he has a temper.
hot-headed.
Yeah.
But then you gotta think
dickhead.
it's you're not like it's obviously not a major league game, but you're prepping for the major leagues, blah blah blah. But it's still it's a AAA
I
game.
think he was embarrassed.
It's a mental
Come on,
game.
but
It's a
like
mental game.
I get it. But
I don't
like,
think
to
they
freak
should have
out and
pulled him,
stuff,
but
We seen
He was
we
an
seen
embarrassed man.
grown men getting mad at a basketball court.
No, and I know you're fair, but you're a professional at the end of the day,
Right.
and so it's not a game that really matters. I get, it matters for your your conditioning, this and that, to get back into full strength and stuff. But to be tearing down a brand new stadium was just built last year, you're tearing down the clubhouse, this and that, I don't know.
his ego is.
Bro,
Yeah.
dude, pitchers. So this is my thing with baseball pitchers, bro. I feel like if you have an arm, it doesn't matter what kind of character you got,
They're gonna
what kind of leader you are, they're gonna bring you on because you don't have to be a leader in the bullpen. You're gonna be called to pitch one day, and then you have a few days off,
Yeah.
and that's it. Like you literally are just for your arm. So
basically,
again, he's probably a terrible leader. He probably doesn't really.
Probably
do
give him
much
some
for the
arm,
team.
Some arm tips, yeah.
Chris, I'm not saying this about you, man. That's not.
So we got the arm exercises.
Oh
but like I said, at the end of the day, I don't know. You're professional.
Yeah.
I get.
Yeah,
I mean,
Oh,
it happens in the leagues all the time. I get it. I
See
get
it all the time.
I know,
I
but
can't
just-
blame the guy.
Still, I don't know.
You want to see some composure. Yeah.
It's not like this man lost the World Series.
right.
But it wasn't in like on
It
the
was.
field.
It was.
or-
I know.
It wasn't
Yeah.
in the
Granted,
dugouts.
he did it out in the. Yeah, he did it in the locker
I mean,
rooms and that. But still, to be.
Think about if the person didn't get it on video.
No
how
one
many
would
people?
know.
Yeah,
No one would
exactly.
know. We wouldn't
How
be
many times
talking
do you think
about
that happens in?
Well, you gotta think
professional
it happens a
sports.
lot in the actual major leagues.
Yeah.
Like David Ortiz
I was
years
gonna
ago
say, he had
smashed the phone.
The baseball bat, he was killing it in the dugout.
Yeah, that's in the dugout, not in the locker room.
Right.
I guess.
I just think like I understand where you guys are coming from, but when you have a passion for the sport,
No,
You're
yeah,
gonna get
yeah.
mad no matter what.
you're gonna get mad.
Yeah.
Like
It's almost disrespectful to be pulled in the
Yeah.
third inning with his
Triple A
status, I
game.
guess, you know.
That
All
of
because he
game.
walked someone with the bases loaded.
He had 5 walks. No, I'm saying third inning,
Yeah,
5
yeah.
walks. He was playing that good.
Shit, the ratio was bad.
Yeah.
But like you said, I mean, it's AAA. It's
No,
not,
exactly.
It's not a playoff game. It's not.
Yeah,
You know.
they're there to get warmed up,
Right,
basically.
right.
Get warmed up.
Right. And they disrespected him.
Yeah.
Maybe he was mad he got pulled. He wasn't
yeah,
mad in the
right,
performance,
right,
but
right.
still, I don't
No,
know.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah,
I think
it
he
is
got
too.
mad because he got pulled. He's like, really? Like, because I walked
3 people in a row.
Right, and but they scored only one.
I think it was just once.
Right.
But then the guy came in after him, and I think he struck him out right away. Like 3-4 straight pitches struck. Yeah, so maybe, I don't know.
Maybe he was mad, yeah. You
I would
never
be
know.
mad.
I mean,
He'd be mad,
obviously
but
he was mad. Look at the video.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I wouldn't take that disrespect. That disrespect.
If that was
coming
me,
to the
yeah.
coach,
If that was me,
if
if that was me, I wouldn't take that disrespect.
Alright.
I'd have just stayed on the mound.
I'm not coming
They're
over.
like, no, you're good. Like,
You're
I
going to
got
drive me
you.
off this mound.
Right.
You can pay $200 million, whatever it is.
It's
Yeah.
like someone saying, "Oh, let him shoot." Like,
Oh, word?
Oh, word? Airball.
Airball, yeah. All right, yeah, let me
Oh,
share
man,
this.
yeah. Sports will probably get more exciting as we go on, but
I think
NFL
I think the NFL's heating up right now. Like Baker Mayfield just
Baker Mayfield did get traded.
I'm surprised he got traded. I
For
thought
a
they
fifth
were
round
to him.
pick.
Honestly, that's the thing
embarrassing.
it was like inevitable because you
He
knew
didn't-
it
he
was
didn't
gonna
wanna play
happen.
for him.
Yeah, you knew it was gonna happen. You just didn't know when.
They're gonna
Carolina
throw-
was
they're-
talked about for a while,
Yeah.
so
They only had Sam Darnold.
you felt like the trigger was gonna open
I mean,
or pull.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's funny if you think about it. If you told the Panthers in 2018 you're gonna have 2 of the top 3 players picked this year, that'd be ecstatic, right?
Yeah.
You got because who went number 1? Sam,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was
Was the
Baker.
1 and 2
right?
pick? Yeah.
No, because I think Barkley went second.
No, 2 and no. It was
It was 1 and 3 or something like that. So now they have
Yeah,
both
Barkley
1
went
and 3
second,
from
too.
2018 or 2019.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'd rather have Baker than Sam.
I would rather have neither.
I mean, okay, if you gave me 3 options,
No, fuck that shit.
but for a 5th round pick,
I'll take Tyrod Taylor.
I think you're a little pushing that.
Baker Mayfield's the most overrated quarterback.
So overrated. It's like
I'd take him over Tyrod.
It's like
He's
the Johnny
injury prone,
Manziel.
and
He is, yeah.
and he uses that to his like advantage. He's like, oh well, if I wasn't, he always tries to push that narrative like I'm sacrificing my body for the team. Like, bro, it's matter of fact, you're weak. Like,
You gotta think Jimmy Garoppolo didn't play because he was hurt. His little thumb.
Wait,
Everyone-
and
everyone was
everyone's pissed.
pissed,
That
yeah,
Wes
yeah.
Welker just came out saying that he was.
Edelman.
Edelman was agreed with him.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
It's like Wes Welker. It's been a while since he was in the
Wes Welker, Butterfingers.
He lost the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he did lose the Super Bowl.
Eh, you can't pin on one play though.
Bro,
that's
that's when we had the best tight end duo of
Pivotal
all time.
He had that catch.
The Killers, right?
That
The Killers.
Yo, the chill. The killer tight end duo was Aaron Hernandez and Gronk. I have an Aaron Hernandez jersey.
You signed it?
Is it hanging up?
Oh. That's a good one.
That's out of pocket. I'm sorry.
You be laughing at the most dark shit, bro. I swear. Big ass laugh.
I have to lock that one out.
All right, well, we'll leave the sports to next week when we figure out some more stuff to talk about. But what do you got for idiots in the news this week?
Yes. We're going local. We're going local
What,
with these
because I
idiots
said it right?
this week. Yes, you did say it right. I was hyped. I was like, let's hear it. This happens in Cambridge, Mass.
Okay.
Oh no,
Not too far away.
So,
your boss.
a dive team retrieves a ring from the Boston River.
A ring.
Yeah.
That's
So-
the headline?
Yeah, so this married couple, they were just chilling by some Boston River, and the wife explains the scenario as on Sunday, she took off her ring to apply sunscreen and placed it in her husband's shirt pocket. But it was too hot that day, and when he took his shirt off to cool off with a quick swim, the ring fell into the river. So somehow, I guess they called up the dive team, like, hey, I lost my ring in the river. Luckily, they were able to retrieve it.
Does it say how deep they were?
I
Like,
was
was it
gonna
like at the
say,
shore? Were
yeah.
they like on a boat?
You can call a dive team for that.
I was gonna say, like,
It
yes,
probably costs money
That's
though.
what we call it,
Yeah,
idiots in the news, because these are.
Well, speaking of ring, I don't know if you have more of the story.
No, keep going. Yeah, go ahead.
There was a TikTok, I think this was last year maybe, and someone maybe just got divorced or split up, blah blah blah. And she had a ring. She shows where she's at. She tosses the ring in. A week later, maybe not, maybe that week, someone drove down, figured out where she was, and found the ring.
That's creepy as
Yeah,
fuck. that they knew
Right.
exactly
They
where
did
she
some
was at.
investigative.
But I mean, hey, free wedding ring, or whatever.
The power of social media.
That's dumb. That's really dumb.
Right.
Like
That they call the dive team to go get it,
for
or just
the whole story.
Why
Yeah,
you-
bro,
why would you put it back on?
Why you wear? Even still, like you're gonna go to the beach or something, and it's like, I'm gonna go to the beach, or you hear about people losing it in like foods and shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's
or they drop it down the drain.
take it off,
Mm-hmm.
put it in a jewelry
car,
drawer
bro.
or
You
something.
gotta put it
right?
the same place every time. Like you gotta look at that shit like your wallet. I mean, I used to lose my wallet all the time. Now I put my wallet in the same place every time.
You figure-
So you should probably do
My
it.
back pocket.
You figure someone's rocking a couple grand on their finger, they'd be a little more careful.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Lucky, like, it wasn't a beach or something, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a river, whatever
Right.
you said. But I don't know.
They said
Why
that they were flashing the lights and
It was probably too murky or whatever.
it sparkled on them, so that rock
It's
must
right
have,
there.
that
That's
rock
a
must have been
big
pretty
rock.
fat. Yeah, so.
And who has a pocket on their shirt anymore?
Damn, bro. I kind of got a few of those in the closet.
Get rid of them.
To burn them.
Yeah. So
Is that it for our idiots in the news?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just nice to see Mass representing. So
Yeah,
It's
represent the idiots.
I don't think they were from Mass, to be honest. I think it said that they
Just
were
chilling
from,
in Cambridge.
Yeah, well, let's go to Cambridge for vacation or
They're
something.
probably from South Carolina.
But yeah, so.
But why would you put it in his pocket? Just
Sure,
put it back
pocket.
on your finger.
Why do you think you wouldn't lose it on your finger?
Right after you put the sunscreen on, it's a little slippery though.
Unbelievable.
I put a ring on my finger the other day and it took me like 20 minutes to get off. And I was
Them
freaking
shits-
out. I
Them
like,
shits got tight when they're on.
yeah,
bro.
well, my fingers are fat. I'm a size 15 and a half in the ring.
Oh,
I have no idea.
I think I'm like 11.
Yeah,
Or
I'm like
9.
12.
Actually, sorry, or like a 9.
So if that ever happens
Ant
to
said
you,
7.
you get string and you put it right
That's
here.
what I
Yeah, it's
did,
cut
yeah.
off the circulation
And then it swells it down that way.
That sounds disgusting, but I know it works.
Yeah, you gotta tighten. It'll take
And I know that looks.
seconds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's purple.
I
ass
do
finger.
want to ask a quick question to all you guys
What's
over
up?
here. When's the last time you guys shit yourself?
It's been,
Let's
it's been
see.
quite some time.
Yeah, a
actually.
little while.
Last year. I was gonna, maybe like a
Why,
few
what
months
happened
ago.
to you?
All right.
It's gone those long drives.
Joe, that's a visiting back.
I'm not gonna tell you guys where I work because it's embarrassing. But last stop of the day, you know, my stomach hurts. I had a heavy lunch. It got hotter. I wasn't expecting it to.
Oh no.
So I'm spraying this guy's house. I spray the foundation around this guy's house. I didn't think he was home, so I'm spraying, and I'm letting like farts go. Like this dude walks out his front door. He's like, "You okay?" Because I'm it's right
He's
next to
like,
his front door. I'm like, "Oh, sorry about that." So that's how I knew.
You think
it was
there's fucking ducks out, like a flock of ducks outside?
This is how I knew it was gonna be bad. I get into my work truck, turn the AC on, and it's like my guts are rumbling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sweating. Not even. I'm in the AC now. I'm not hot anymore, but I'm still sweating. I make it 2 miles down the street, and I stop the car, and there's like a little wooded area, and I let it go. I'm just shitting in this wooded area, and I'm letting it happen. I thought no one was around. I'm letting it happen, and it sounds like fucking water balloons landing on the ground.
It's like blood splatter, like
And
a
then I
crime
just-
scene.
It's fucking disgusting.
Then I hear this.
Painting the leaves with.
I hear this mom go, "All right, babe, let's pack it up." And her and her son are fishing in this little lake, and I'm shitting myself. I wasn't quiet about it either. I was like, I'm like, this feels so fucking good.
Like literally right behind them.
Like, you know that meme of the SpongeBob meme with the mom and the child? That's exactly what it was.
And I had my work shirt on and work hat, so like,
I know where you're working.
Did she call the company and shit?
I hope not. I don't know. We'll find out when I get
gets
back.
back in the car.
What'd
Hey,
you
so
wipe with?
we just got
Huh?
a car.
What'd you wipe with?
Also, it's funny enough. I keep a roll of paper towels in the car.
He's prepped because he's
Needs to be.
I knew
saying
some
it
guys
once
in
in
high
a
school
life,
used to do that.
like once every so often occurrence. This is probably like.
I shit myself at least twice a year, like fully.
But you just come strapped because you know you'd be shitting, right?
Yeah, I keep the toilet.
Bro,
paper
when you got a gut, like, in some issues like me, like,
Mhm.
some shit
GI.
just be happening.
You got to bring like an extra pair. of
Some
underwear.
irritable bowel
I
syndrome
know
or
someone who
something.
shit themselves. I'm not gonna say no names, but he threw his underwear in a church's bush. But I'm not gonna say any names or point any fingers.
Alright.
But
It's disgusting.
Alright.
I was gonna say, he was like, I'm not gonna say any names.
I was pointing fingers. I was
Put it
pointing
in a bag.
I was
Put
pointing
that in the little front bush.
Oh man.
It wasn't in front of the church.
it was in front of
Down
the
the
church.
street. Down the street.
The sign was right there.
But is that the church? It's a sign. Church is up in the hill.
Okay, yeah, we should not talk about that. People watching. I know where that is.
Well, we didn't say what church on
Yeah.
Grafton Street.
We didn't say what the address was.
25 years old.
Oh man, well,
We didn't say it was right next to the Perugios.
he's giving too much detail.
Right next to the house.
But yeah, I think we're about like 40 minutes in or so. It's all the topics we have to go over. But yeah, Sobhi, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having
I
me.
know you've been been watching the pods. You're a big part of Lights Out, so we're glad that you could make it on. And Ian, glad that you can make it back for another episode. Any final thoughts or?
I'll just keep watching. It's gonna get better. It's just
Bro.
it's a learning curve for us. So
Yeah.
we're still finding the right things to do. So just stay patient with us. It's gonna get better.
Absolutely.
Be a whole new setup. You're saying?
Yeah,
Yes.
like
We got some upgrades finally,
Yeah.
but we're keeping it in our back pocket for now.
So this is going to be the second to last episode of this season, and then we're going to take a 2-week break after next week with the podcast. We will have an upload up. It's going to be our our June video. We had a lot of fun in June. NBA Finals was on. We were hanging out a lot at night. Fuck the Warriors. Hanging out a lot at night, and just just recording our experiences out and about, partying, smoking, drinking, but obviously doing it, what's that word?
Safely.
Responsibly, all that, yeah. So, we'll be having that out, and then, new season of the podcast with brand new setup, brand new, background, all of that. So look forward to that, but we appreciate you guys for always tuning in. Remember to leave a like, comment. If you're new, subscribe. You'll be seeing a lot more Sobhi, a lot more Ian, and a lot more Matt, also a lot more me. So obviously we'll keep it going, and we appreciate you guys. So you guys can sign off as well.
Signing off. Thank you for always watching. Let's drop our handles real quick. So we got CB Lights Out.
CB Lights Out. That's Matty Y
LLC.
1996 or Matty Y LLC, whatever one you want to follow.
Yeah.
Ian ___15. And then we got Sobhi Lights
Is it
Out.
3?
Yeah, it's 3.
You call me? I don't even know.
He's
looking
Sobhi
at
Lights Out.
Yeah, Sobhi _Lights Out.
I don't even know my own fucking.
But yeah, follow us on the IG. Follow Lightsoutco on Instagram.
We'll throw it up.
Yeah,
We'll tag it up here.
it'll be in the description
Here,
as
here,
always.
here.
But we'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching. Peace.
All right, we put the
Yeah,
AC
yeah,
on.
fucking hot.